Hi, my name is Lia Hietala and I'm a Swedish director. I've directed the film My Gay Sister, and that's about a young girl and not able to decide if she's in love with a girl or a boy. It's a screening here at the Berlinale 2017 and we're very excited.
Alltså, det finns en person. En flicka eller en pojke. Som jag vet inte, jag typ gillar.
Hej! 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 Cleo Majken.
Hej! Cleo.
Är det bra?
Ja.
Här får du hoppa in. Sådär. Hundras. Bedlington terrier, tycker jag. Va? Tack. Okej, Cleo, om du var tvungen att välja mellan att ha en bedlington eller en naken hund, häst eller kolera, vad skulle du välja?
Bedlington är förfärliga.
Nej men!
Så det är ju nakenhundar också. Men då skulle jag nog faktiskt ha nakenhund. Fast min favorit är ju fransk bulldog.
Du tycker bara bedlington är så otroligt vackra för att ditt ex hade en bedlington. Så du förknippar det med så här härliga saker.
De bästa stunderna i mitt liv, va?
Exakt.
Ja,
Är det inte det? Du kanske vill bli ihop med henne igen?
det var ju när jag gick i högstadiet.
Du kommer på det nu när vi pratar om bedlington. Så vad fan gör jag här med Gabbi?
Fuck. Jag ångrar mig.
Hi Lia.
Hi.
Welcome to the Berlinale.
Thank you.
You're here with your second short film. That's a feature film called My Gay Sister. It's a short 15-minute movie set in Sweden.
Yeah, the north of Sweden and almost like the north of Norway also.
First question, where the idea? Where did it come from to make this particular film?
I have some own experiences with just like thinking about if I'm in love with a boy or a girl, and I wanted to take that to the idea that we think that, or we assume that children are heterosexual until they like say the opposite or they come out, as we say often, and I wanted to do something about that and just explore the idea that children also think about emotions that may be connected to someone of the same gender. Yeah.
Because in the movie we have three characters. I guess the main one would be Cleo, the 10-year-old girl who's on vacation with her sister, with her gay sister and her partner.
Yeah.
And those two teenagers, they question Chloe somehow. Sometimes it feels like they're maybe slightly pressuring her. That was just my impression. To say if she's in love with anybody, and in the end to kind of decipher whether she's into boys or girls.
Yeah.
Do you think they were pressuring her, applying pressure a little bit?
I definitely think so. I wanted to work a bit with the bigger sister to put the actual pressure and to talk about the volleyball team, for example, and then to work with the girlfriend, Majken, the character's name, and have that as an opposite way of dealing with Cleo's questions and thoughts about being in love and emotions and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, or like what I was trying to do with the film was to have like one character of the older ones to put some of the pressure on to make it more clear that the way Majken is acting towards Cleo is a whole other way of talking to children about emotions. And I think definitely like my original idea was that we often say to kids like, who are you gonna marry? And if a boy and a girl is like holding hands or being intimate with each other when they're children, you always say like, oh, you should grow a family together and marry each other when you grow up. But if it's two girls that are playing and holding hands, they're just friends. So I wanted to take that assumption and make it into a sibling relationship and work with that. Yeah.
When watching the film, it kind of struck me, as we said already, it made an impression like the little Chloe was being pressured a little. But at the same time, it felt like she was a little bit forced to make a decision or really dig in her little 10-year-old self.
Yeah.
And like really push herself to possibly more understand the sexuality. You said you've had some experiences with that yourself.
Yeah.
Does this really happen at this young age?
Do you mean the thoughts, like her thoughts, or the pressure that we're...
Like the fact that she was a little bit forced or pushed to start defining her sexuality at 10 years old. That's my question.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't say that I think that it's normal that we put a pressure on kids to define if they're into boys or girls. It was more a way of try to open the eyes of that we just assume that they're heterosexual. So if we put the pressure and we put the norm of being lesbian in the film and saying question about if you're in love with a girl, then we start to realize what kind of system we're in when we just assume that kids are heterosexual. So it was more trying to use that and make the story. But so I don't think really that we pressure kids like very hard, but I definitely think that with different kind of just assumptions, then we automatically just assume stuff. Yeah.
Do you think with your filmmaking in the future, do you think you'll be kind of circulating around those gender, LGBT ideas and subjects? Or is it just happened that you made a movie about this? Or is it really close to you?
No, it's very close to me. My first short film was about physical and psychological like power play in a lesbian relationship, and I'm working on a feature that's also LGBT. So this is my subject, and I want to like wider the perspectives of what LGBT film can be about.
That's nice. I wanted also to mention all beautiful pictures in the movie, really stunning. I think all visual works, the poster and all the way down to the font. Really nice work. I really, really like that. But the movie is so beautiful to watch. It kind of feels like as if you're reading a random chapter of a book you've just found and you open it randomly, because the story is not really harassing you with the story. It kind of unfolds slowly. It's like random moments, as if you were just passing by and watching something without knowing the context of it. But it's all beautiful to watch.
Well, thank you. It's my cinematographer is making a really, really good job, and also like the cooperation between us was really good, and she managed to really pull it off what I was like aiming for as well, to have this like wide and open landscape and very intimate relationship situations, and to circulate around that. Yeah.
Was it important? Was nature important in that film, or it was just the setting you chose?
No, I like the idea of setting characters into situations where they are surrounded by, like, not the society and not like at the cafe and or in the city, and just like it kind of interests me to just like pull them together and set them in a setting that is just for them, and where their psychological play gets very in the focus. So yeah, it was an idea from the start to have, I mean, maybe the idea that it was supposed to be this wide and this open, it kind of came when we were searching for locations. But the idea that to be like out in the nature and not be surrounded by any other people, that was from the beginning. Yeah.
I also really like that choice.
Yeah. Nice.
So what about after the Berlinale, after this film gets to get seen by many people? You said you're working on another movie.
Yeah.
What will that be about?
It's about a law that was recently entered into the Swedish system, that you need to be, both parties in a relationship needs to be 25 to be able to get help if you can't produce children on your own, like a lesbian relationship or a heterosexual relationship that's having problem with that. And both of them has to be 25. And for me, that is kind of strange, because when you turn, like in Sweden, when you turn 18, you're an adult and you should be able to make your own choices. And I think that the government is interfering with the human rights here. So I'm going to do a relationship drama about that with the two girls in the main roles.
And that will be a feature, like a feature-length movie?
Yeah, we're hoping for it. I mean, we're definitely hoping to get like a longer format. We're not sure if it's going to be 60 or if it's going to be full length.
Sounds interesting. You think you're gonna shoot it this year?
We're going to do the research and the script writing this year, and then we start pre-production if everything goes as planned. I mean, like we are still in financing period. But hopefully we start shooting in the summer of 2018. Yeah.
Sounds very interesting.
Yes.
I wish you all of luck at the festival. Your
Thank
film
you.
is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself. I hope you get to see many movies.
Yes.
And have a great time on the Berlinale.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
En Bedlington. Så du förknippar det med så här härliga saker.
De bästa
Men
stunderna i mitt liv. Va?
Exakt.
Ja,
Är det inte du kanske vill bli ihop med henne igen?
det var ju när jag gick i
Du
högstadiet.
kommer på det nu när vi pratar om Bedlington. Så vad fan gör jag här med Gabbi?
Fuck. Jag ångrar mig.
Hi Lia.
Hi.
Welcome to the Berlinale.
Thank you.
Hej, Cleo Majken.
Hej. Ja.
Det är bra.
Ja.
Så. Här får du hoppa in. Där. Hundras. Bedlington terrier tycker jag. Va? Tack.
Okej, Cleo, om du var tvungen att välja mellan att ha en Bedlington eller en naken hund, häst eller kolera, vad skulle du välja?
Bedlington är förfärliga.
Nej men!
Det är ju nakenhundar också. Men då skulle jag nog faktiskt ha nakenhund. Fast min favorit är ju fransk bulldog.
Du tycker bara Bedlington är så otroligt vackra för att ditt ex hade.
Hi, my name is Lia Hietala and I'm a Swedish director. I've directed the film My Gay Sister, and that's about a young girl and not able to decide if she's in love with a girl or a boy. It's a screening here at the Berlinale 2017 and we're very excited.
Alltså, det finns en person. En flicka eller en pojke. Som jag vet inte, jag typ gillar.